Hey everybody, I'm Rob Dougherty. We're doing a playthrough video for Epic Digital Constructed. I'm joined by Magic Hall of Famer Paul Rietzl. Hey Paul, how you doing?
Good, Rob. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Good. Thanks for joining us for this. So you're seeing right now is the Epic menu screen. I click Play Online to get to online games, and I can get to a constructed game in one of two ways. I can click New Game, and then we have Beginner or Duels. I can choose Constructed, Random 30 or Draft, but what I want to do is challenge a specific opponent. So I will click Challenge, New Constructed Game, and then I put in my opponent's username. And then I select my deck. I'll select this devastating deck here, and a request has been sent to my opponent. So hopefully, Paul, you should see that pop up, and our game is started. Okay, so let's see here.
All right, I like my hand.
And now that Paul's made his move, the match is shown up here. So these are all the games I have going. We've got a game versus Darwin and Jay and Sam Black, and here's the constructed game versus Paul. I open that up, and let's see what we got going on. Okay, so you can see this is my hand down here. And Paul has already resolved his mulligans. Looks like he didn't mulligan anything. Here's my starting hand, and I can choose cards to mulligan. These cards will go to the bottom of the deck, and I can draw replacement cards. And let's see here. If I forget what's in my deck, we can take a look through the deck contents by clicking on the deck. I'll click off of that, and I have a little too many free cards right now, so I'm going to get rid of those guys. And I've selected 2 cards to mulligan. Those 2 will go to the bottom of my deck. I take a point of damage for each, and then I get a replacement card for each card I mulliganed. It's my turn. I have a gold. You can see on my icon, the gold symbol means I have a gold. You'll see on Paul's icon, he's got the gold symbol active. You see my health is at 28 and Paul's is at 30. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this angel into play. And if you want to see what a card does, you can click on it. It gives you a large view of the art, lists the stats, and will have all the game characteristics of the card here. And I can click on the card again to get rid of that zoom. And then if I click on a card, I can press attack to have it attack that way, or I can just drag it forward and select attack. It wants to make sure that's the attack I want to do, and I don't want to add anything else to that attack. Now I've used my guys attacking. I could play more stuff now, or I can pass, so I'm going to pass. So it's inside my attack, and I've passed priority. So now Paul, he has gold available, and he has to decide what he wants to do about this angel coming at him. So I will note that Paul has beaten me up pretty badly in our last couple constructed games, so I'm not sure how well this one's going to go for me. Paul, you might want to mute your mic for a second there. Okay, well, that didn't go ideally. Paul chose to play Lightning Storm. He can deal up to 6 damage. He did it all to my angel, killing it. So I could play free cards now that my gold's gone, but I'm just going to end my turn and see what Paul has in store for me.
I'm going to try to do something sneaky to you here. It's probably not going to work, but...
The devastating muse at end of turn. So now I tried to end my turn. He played something. Now I have priority again, so I could play something if I want, but I'm just going to pass. So on the start of his turn, he drew a card for his turn, but he also has this Muse in play, which at the start of each of his turns, it draws him a card. Muse is swinging in for 2 points of damage. And we're just going to pass and take that, because that's not too much. Alright, so after blockers, he also passed. I passed. I took the 2 damage. It's back to Paul's main phase. He has priority. You can see that his icon over here is flashing. That means he's the one with priority. Now, this game is untimed, so we can basically take as long as we want. But if it was a timed game, there'd be a timer, like a chess clock going. So he's trying to end his turn with his gold available. I could play something, or I could just let his turn end. I'm just going to go ahead and let his turn end and move on to my turn. And then I'm going to bring down a Palace Guard and banish his Muse. Now, Muse is only a free card, but it is drawing him a card every turn, and I'm uncomfortable with giving Paul a fistful of cards. So I spent my gold. He is not. I'm going to try and end my turn, and I'm sure he's going to do something nasty here.
I was hoping to just deal 30 damage with Muse.
It could get there. Or perhaps you could deck yourself with it. So in Epic, if you draw every card in your deck and then draw another card, you win the game. So you have 2 ways to win. You can either win with damage or by drawing all your cards. Really hard to draw all your cards, but it can happen.
Couple options here. All right.
Okay, so this card he's playing has loyalty, so he has to show us 2 green cards, which we just saw come up on the screen there, in order to give it its loyalty ability. In this case, loyalty gives him blitz. So he used that to do damage directly to us. Okay, I will end my turn. So we're at 22, which seems like a lot, but we've already seen that he has that flame strike in his hand, which can do 8 damage directly to us. So I'm feeling a little tenuous on this position. Four more damage down to 18. Alright, he's trying to pass again. This time, I really want to see some more cards. So I'm going to play this Inheritance of the Meek. I have 2 options. I could either draw 2 cards with it, or I could banish all non-token champions. If it's an opponent's turn, they would draw a card. I'm going to choose to draw 2 cards myself. And then I'm going to pass at the end of his turn. Now, because I played something when he tried to end his turn, it backs him up into his main phase. He's going to be able to play whatever he wants. He can attack more. He's basically in his turn with his gold available. All right, so he took out our guy. We no longer have our 6/8 in play, and I'm good with that. Oh, well, I will pass. All right, going on to our turn. I'm going to play this Priestess Evangeline, and it has recycle, so I can take 2 cards out of my discard pile, banish them, and if I do, I get to draw a card.
It's going to be tough to deal you enough direct damage to get through that life gain.
Yeah, so this guy's pretty nice. It gained me, every time I play a good card, it's going to it's going to gain me health. So I'm putting 2 human tokens into play with my People's Champion, and I'm gaining health with my my Priestess, and I'm going to end my turn. So my hope here is to try and put Paul off the direct damage plan for the quick kill by gaining some health. Now his deck is got a lot of blue card drawing to go along with his green direct damage. I'm assuming he probably also has some really big green monsters in there to go along with that. So we'll see how I fare if I can get us to a longer game. So you'll notice on my screen these little Z's coming up from the champions in play. Champions, when you play them, they're considered deploying, which means they can't attack or use powers that require them to expend, turn sideways, until they start a turn in play on your side of the table. So to represent that in the app, these little Z's are rising up from the guys. That shows that they're deploying, and I can't attack with them or use them until my next turn starts.
A lot of different ways to eat this Reese's.
That's one of the really cool things that I love about Epic is your hand is a myriad of choices. You never have a scenario where you just can't play a card. Every card costs 1 or 0, and you always get 1 gold on your turn, so you can play as many zeros as you like, and 1 card that costs a gold. So when you've got, like, it looks like Paul has 6 cards in hand, so he's got a lot of choices available to him. Alright, so for free, he did 3 damage to my People's Champion. So if he can do 4 more to it, like with the Raptors, he can take it down. Now he could have played that Fireball has the option of paying a gold when you play it. He could have done that and done 3 damage to everything I had, but it looks like he has a better use for his gold. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and pass. Alright, so I'm going to attack with a human token and see what he wants to do about it. Coming in for a vicious point, Paul.
I accept all of the charges.
Okay, bringing in another human. Now, I could have attacked with multiple humans at once. Usually, you only want to attack with things together if your opponent has like a sizable blocker you're trying to trade with. Okay, and then I'm going to play this. We'll play another Palace Guard, and so you saw those 2 abilities came up. I can banish a champion with the Palace Guard, and I can gain health with the Priestess. It's just a matter of which one I wanted to do first. So I get both the health gain and so my health went from 21 to 24, and the banish effect. Just because I have 2 effects happening at the same time, I had to decide which one I wanted to do first. So I'm going to go ahead and attack with my Priestess now that he spent his gold, drawing cards and dealing with my token.
The slow bleed.
Yes. Paying you for a point at a time. So I've got 2 cards in my discard pile. It's enough for this dragon effect. So I'm going to go ahead and play this dragon. I will banish 2 cards from my discard pile, recycle them, and draw a new card. And then end my turn. So I'm starting to get a pretty good board here. I've got 12 points of offense on the table. So we can see this this white dragon. It has tribute, which means when it comes into play, if I played a good card that costs a gold, I get to draw a card, which is what I did. So you can see that while we were away, Paul played Flash Fire, did 2 damage to everything. Now he played the Fire Shaman, played a T-Rex, revealing 2 wild cards, drawing 2 cards, and because he's got that Shaman out, he gets to do 3 more damage, killed our dragon. That was just all kinds of mean.
Well, you were getting too far ahead. I had to try to get back to parity.
Alright, so we're gonna... this good deck likes to gain health, so we're gonna play an Angel, gain 5 health, and then get to show my opponent 2 cards, and to gain 5 more health. And get an airborne threat, but he's getting big guys out and drawing cards at the same time. So we're doing pretty well in the health game, but he's got some good card advantage on us.
All that work I did, and you're at 32.
I know, right? So we're coming in with the Angel, and this thing's airborne, so it can only be blocked by other airborne champions. So it can fly right over that Raging T-Rex and Shaman. And I suspect his deck probably doesn't have any health gain on it, so if we can nibble away on him, we might be able to get to that 30 points of damage. Now he's playing Surprise Attack, means he can pick a champion from his hand, put it directly into play. He did 3 damage with his Fire Shaman because he played a green card, and now he's got this this Winter Fairy available for blocking. Oh, and he's also got a Fireball. You do 3 damage. It's free and does 3 damage to a target. So our Angel is gone. So now I played Amnesia, which removes, banishes our entire discard pile, and he can recycle and draw a card. That's kind of a neat combo. He's recycling Ancient Chant. When Ancient Chant leaves the discard pile, you get to draw a card, so he drew an extra card for free there. Alright, well, that didn't go great. I'm going to just drop a big dragon on the table. When things are going badly, I find Giant Dragon helps a lot. So
yeah,
put a big dragon out and end the turn.
Is that a misprint, or does that have 15 defense there?
That is not a misprint. This is Thundaris. Thundaris has 10 offense, 15 defense. Very big airborne champion.
Now the question is, do I want to try to remove your airborne champion or get into combat with it?
So without any help, Thundaris would defeat your T-Rex. I have a feeling you'd be able to get that extra damage in, but
I'm just gonna drop this guy.
Oh, nasty. Okay, so he played a Sea Titan, big 11-4 untargetable champion. When it comes into play, it can return a champion to its owner's hand. That was so that put my Thundaris right back into my hand. Now he's coming in with his Winter Fairy for 4 damage. This board's getting out of control, so I believe it is time. We're gonna play Inheritance Unique, banish all non-token champions, and so that's an incredibly powerful effect to play on my opponent's turn to help balance that he got to draw a card for free because I played that during his turn.
That wasn't nice.
I thought it was very nice.
All right, let's start over.
All right, so he's ending his turn. All right, well, let's see here. I'm going to play a White Knight. When it comes into play, I draw a card, and it has Loyalty 2 Blitz, so I can show him 2 yellow cards from my hand, and if I do, he gains Blitz. And now that I spent my gold and drawn a card, I'm just going to try ending my turn, see what Paul does.
You're going to do something. 9 toughness. 9. I can do 8. All right, new plan.
Oh, okay. So now I have to discard a card from my hand. We've already shown him this Priest of Kelnor. I'm just going to go ahead and discard that guy. And he got to draw a card. Now when that thing attacks, he's going to get to do that again. So that is not great for us. But I'm going to come in for 9 points of damage. So one of the interesting things with Epic is the end turn mechanic. When you go to end your turn, if your opponent does stuff, it puts you right back into your main phase. That means you can attack, you can play more cards. It really creates an interesting dynamic where he played a great card advantage card, but he gave up some of his health to do it.
All I need is 1. As long as I have 1 left, I'm happy.
I'm going to go ahead and play this Watchful Gargoyle to recycle, because I really want to draw a card here. And I'm not sure if he has an effect that could banish cards from my discard pile. So before he takes out my cards, I'm going to go ahead and draw cards. So Paul's deck is a lot better at drawing cards than my deck is. The big advantage I have is the ability to gain some health, which can matter a lot, especially with that direct damage he has. So we'll see if so he attacked. I passed before blockers. I have nothing to block with, so now I can play events after blockers. And I'm going to go ahead and play this Fire. Draw 2 cards, and he's not allowed to attack anymore this turn. So we can see the stats of the ceasefire there. Alright, so now I have to discard a card from the Imp. And sadly, he's going to get to draw another card, so he's starting to get a big fistful of cards. Means lots of options on what to do with his gold, potentially lots of free cards for extra action on his turn, and mine.
Just going to do this.
Alright, he's playing a surprise attack. So, that is a lot of stuff.
Had to get down to 7 cards.
Yeah, so, looks like you played the surprise attack just to sort of cycle through your deck more. Which is
and it drew Muse.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that's a little disturbing. Alright. letting his turn end. Alright, well, let's see here. I'm gonna, looks like I'm gonna play this to draw a card. See what we get. Gonna get rid of a couple cards from my discard pile.
I love that card.
Basically, I'm digging for options here. Alright. Well, when in doubt, Giant Dragon.
15, huh?
Oh, the Erase. Erase is such a great tempo card. Returns a champion to its owner's hand and draws you 2 cards. So I spent my turn putting Thundarus into play. He spent my turn putting it back into my hand and drawing 2 cards himself. Bad news is it doesn't get rid of Thundarus forever. Good news is that's going to be some serious tempo advantage for him.
Right. Pluck.
He's coming in for that Thought Plucker for another point of damage. Sadly, I don't have anything to stop it with, but I am going to spend a gold to recall my Rally the People, get an extra card in my hand so the discard will be less painful. Alright, so I'm gonna, I have to choose a card to discard, as planned. Discarding the Rally of the People I got back. And look at that giant fistful of cards Paul has. I think I'm in some trouble.
Down to 0.
Oh no. Alright, so he played another Fire Shaman, so every time he plays a wild card, a green card that costs a gold, he's going to get to do 3 damage to a target. That's not looking great for my Watchful Gargoyles, who have a defensive 3. Gargoyles down! And 3 damage to me from the Shaman.
Now, should I attack with my Muse is the question. Why not? Ooh, it worked.
Yeah, so he's coming in, swinging with Muse. I don't have anything to play, so he just got to bash me in the face for 2 more damage. I better draw something amazing right about now. Alright, and he had to discard down to 7 cards at the end of his turn. This is not looking amazing enough. Alright, so we're gonna throw out a Gold Dragon. I'm gonna attack with that guy. And the Gold Dragon makes it so that he gives all my good champions righteous, so every point of damage one of my yellow cards does, I'll gain a health for. Somehow I think that's not going to fly, but we shall see. Coming in for 6.
I got something.
A Strafing Dragon comes down. revealing revealing the Flame Strike and another Flame Strike. Oh boy, that is 16 damage in hand. The dragon did 5 damage with its loyalty to a target, hitting my gold dragon, and then the extra 3 damage ally ability from the Fire Shaman finished it off. I'm going to end my turn, and this should end the game with Paul having 16 points of damage in his hand. The Fire Shaman for the additional 3. I'm down to 1. Oh, and the imp is coming in for the last point. Yeah, sure, I'll pass that. I'll pass that imp. Nice. Good game, Paul.
Good game.
So, as you can see, there's a wide variety of strategies you can play. Lots and lots of choices on your turn. And we'll have another video where you can see how you can put together your constructed deck. You'll see how the deck builder works. Thank you guys very much for watching. And Paul, thank you very much for joining the game and beating me down.
Thanks, that was fun.
Awesome.